Now to our nation's capital, where the battle for House Speaker dragged into a third day. The GOP remains deadlocked on Capitol Hill, and lawmakers haven't officially been sworn in yet. CNN's Chris Nguyen joins us live from Washington, D.C. with more on this impasse. Chris.
Marissa, good afternoon to you. Quite frankly, this has been an embarrassing day for Kevin McCarthy. He has now lost 11 votes in a row. Some of these GOP holdouts simply don't like him. Others are concerned about governance and policy. So it's really hard to pinpoint what McCarthy needs to do in order to win them over. Ahead of a third day of votes for House Speaker,
we're all working together to find a solution.
Republican Representative Kevin McCarthy of California arrived on Capitol Hill Thursday with cautious optimism, despite failing to get enough votes to secure the top job.
A speaker has not been elected.
Chaos surrounding the speakership as some began to lose patience with the drawn-out process.
Let's get this over with. Let's choose our speaker, get Kevin McCarthy, and let's start doing what we're supposed to be doing.
McCarthy's team started their day by negotiating with some of the initial 20 Republicans who voted against him. A very small minority of a slim majority. GOP hardliners who don't necessarily speak with one voice.
I will never vote for Kevin McCarthy.
Members must be sworn in before they can pass bills, perform oversight, or even set up services for constituents. Some can't even access sensitive and classified information as part of their committee assignments because they don't have clearance.
One of our three branches of government offline right now. That is a very dangerous thing for our country, and it cannot continue much longer.
The speaker fight, putting America's business on hold.
We as Democrats are ready, willing, and able to partner with them to find common ground whenever and wherever possible. Not as Democrats, not as Republicans, as Americans.
So, Marissa, the next obvious question is, if not McCarthy, then who? Steve Scalise, the number 2 Republican, has been floated as a possibility. But for now, McCarthy says he has no plans to give up. Live from our nation's capital, I'm Chris Nguyen, KITV4 Island News.
Thanks so much, Chris. And as negotiations continue, what are some of the concessions that are on the table right now?
That's a great question. McCarthy had already agreed to some concessions that would basically weaken the speakership. In fact, one of them would allow just one lawmaker to call for a snap vote to oust the sitting speaker. There was also another concession that would allow more members of the Freedom Caucus to serve on the powerful House Rules Committee. That's the group that decides which bills make it to the floor for a vote. But so far, these concessions haven't made much of a difference, Marissa.
Hopefully they can figure this out soon. Thanks so much, Chris Nguyen, reporting for us live from Washington, D.C.